Hello everyone, this is Dr. Clark here, and this is the second edition of the Doc's Lecture Series, and this specific version is titled The Ideology of the Black Superman. This video was technically in production, since I uploaded my Black Superman DCEU news video a few months ago. I apologize if those who were waiting on it thought it took too long to make. The ideology of a Superman, more specifically black, has existed since the beginning of human civilization and organized thinking. The Superman, in its rawest form, is based in part of the ideology of gods and supernatural deities as a consecutive whole. For more modern times, Superman's Caucasian mainstream influence is the character known as John Carter, an American Civil War veteran that gets sent to Mars, and because of the lighter gravity on the planet in comparison to Earth, he has superhuman physicality in comparison to the aliens that he fought with and against. Which, by nature, is another version of the Tarzan myth. Going back into the origin of pre- and post-organized religion, in Africa, where polytheistic and monotheistic spiritualistic interpretations of God/gods were created, they had oral mythological explanations of what the gods were and what they did. Most of the figures, male and female, had human-like traits, but had supernatural abilities and lore. A prime example of that is Shango, who I have written a biography about and made a video version of that same biography, who in most forms of his story of origin, he was a king who, before he became a god, already had godlike qualities in some way. In some versions of his story, he was a demigod. But once he passed away, he entered the next world and became the god of thunder, axes, and drums. But another godly tie to Afrocentric lore and the Superman is the sun. The sun is a life-giving aspect of the universe. But for almost all of DC's Superman, the sun also powers their abilities. The worship/idealization of the sun as a life-giving cosmic concept has been traced all the way back to the origins of civilizations in places like Ethiopia and Nubia, and even before that, which has been incorporated in many myths surrounding the more humanistic deities after that time. Concerning characters like Ra and many other gods throughout history, usually the sun gods are at the top tier of the power scaling and the overall caste system of the mythological deities. Amaterasu in Japanese folklore is one of the most beloved deities. So specifically in the case of the Black Superman ideology, it would only make more sense from both a lore, scientific, and even outright common sense perspective that a Black Superman figure would have more melanin in his system, and it would make it both easier for him to absorb sunlight and for him to play the role of a child of sun or child of the sun. The most original Obsidian Superman is an original modern interpretation of godlike black figures, created by an amazing creator, Dwayne McDuffie, who I already wrote a biography about. The character's name is Icon. I will make a more detailed video about him in the future. You can find it in our Facebook group. But Icon's backstory and modern stories in the original Milestone continuity and beyond was created using more classical black mythological deities and history as the backbone of the character symbolism to be beyond just a black Superman, especially concerning Icon's place in black history in the different DC continuities and black fictional history as a whole for people who know about him. So all in all, I made this factual lecture video to illustrate the idea of a black Superman predates most people's modern concept of Superman as a whole. Also, I made this to educate those who may have uninformed opinions about the numerous Black Superman media projects currently in production and have already been produced. But everyone, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned as much listening to this as I did doing research for it. But if you enjoy it, please comment below, and if you like the content, please subscribe. Dr. Clark signing out.